can be fun, difficult and good all in one compound, so it can be.
The good sides of it, you're always hyper, you're always excited, you're always on the move, you're always buzzing. You've always got that extra time for people than normally people would, because you feel that you're so busy you can do everything on your own. And then it's got the bad sides where you do so much that after you be exhausted and you just want to sleep, but you can't, because you've got so much hyperness and so much activities in your head that you actually can't get to sleep and stuff like that. But then obviously with ADHD, of course, you get medication. So when you take your medication, it just simms you down. You still have the excitement, you still got the energy, the buzzing, you still got everything there, but you're just able to sleep at night. It just gives you a wee bit more than, well, I would say it would give you a wee bit more freedom, more flexibility, and able to do a wee bit more than, not saying normal people, but people without ADHD.
It's something that's hard to deal with and live with. Sometimes it's really hard to sleep, and sometimes you don't feel like eating, and if you get angry, sometimes that's hard to deal with.
I like having ADHD, it's good. All I know is it's just like the half good, half evil. I'm not normal like everybody else. I think it makes me more awesome than anyone else.
It does.
In my school.
Makes me get sidetracked more.
It's normal to me. It may not be normal to somebody without, but then again, what's normal in today society?
I think it's brilliant to have ADHD. As I said, it gives me that wee bit more of an edge on a football pitch, which I love doing. I love playing football. It gives me that wee bit more energy. Do you know what I mean? To run past players, to do a wee bit more than others would. And as I said, it helps me. Now other people are different. Do you know what I mean? Other people, it may affect them in the bad ways or good ways. But for me, I think it's brilliant having ADHD, and I wouldn't change it.
It is good to have ADHD because you have a better imagination, and like you'll be hyped up a lot, so you burn off lose energy.
You're like playing a sport, you'll be more determined to get like everything done and get like better at it.
You have like more energy to do stuff, like see if you're like trying to do like an all-nighter, it'd be easier for you to stay up.
When I do stunts, I push myself more because I wouldn't be as afraid as the other people, because they're not as hyped up as you are.
You just be so determined to just be like the best you can be.
I'm not scared of like a lot of things. I've become like sort of fearless. Like if I'm asked to do something, I would just do it, and like without thinking, like, and it's just like you feel like you can do anything.
It's brilliant. The best thing having ADHD is that I've got so much energy to go and do stuff. So I do, and I can go and talk to anyone and not have a worry. Like, I don't worry what they think of me, so I just go and do it, and if they don't like me, that's okay. They don't have to.
If you're good at something, it just comes to you.
In all the kids that have ADHD, they've got one special talent, so they do. I like IT, so I help users with your projectors or any IT problems if I know them. So if you're not on your medication, you try your hardest, but if you are, you're using the medication to back you up on the concentration so you don't lose focus.
I'm really good at games and stuff because of my ADHD.
I'm good with my hands.
Because I'm unique.
Games.
Yeah. ADHD gives the power of gaming.
I'm good at games because of my ADHD. I can stay focused on the game and complete the mission.
There's water polo, which I do because lots of energy get into me that I can like swim lots and lots just to get the ball and just put all my energy into the ball to try to score. And it's amazing how ADHD can just give me lots of energy just to do one simple task.
I can multitask really well with having ADHD, but I can also I also have a better look at how I do things compared to what somebody else would. I would do something completely different than the way, and I think that there's just the fact of the way the ADHD can be, especially with the creativity and the imagination side.
What I am good at ADHD is that I can dance.
As I said, I've got that wee bit more energy than other people. Maybe people who work on their fitness all week, I would work on it maybe 2 days a week and I was still probably outrunning them, just because of that hyperactive and the energy and obviously all the excitement and stuff as well that's going on.
When you're hyper-focused on, there's no stopping you. So there isn't, nothing can stop in your way. So they can't, and unfortunately people have tried to get in and nothing stops me.
I'd have an interest and then I'd stick at that all the time. I like skateboarding or BB guns. I would stick at it and I would know everything, because there's lots of people like the guy in Virgin, the guy who played in Dumb and Dumber, I can't remember the name, Albert Einstein, Abraham Lincoln. All them people had ADHD and they had really good futures. So if you have ADHD, you could have a good future as well.
To me, it's difficult because everyone doesn't understand me. So I could, obviously, I'm hyper and happy all the time. They just think I'm just on some happy pills.
Can be hard at some point because, like, if anyone finds out, some people would call you different and stuff, but you're not.
Hard because my teacher always says that I'd done stuff even though I didn't do it.
You don't think before you do anything, you just do it, and it can end up getting you in a lot of trouble or someone else in a lot of trouble, and it could hurt someone or hurt yourself, so it's quite hard.
Like when you need to get like stuff done in class, it's like really hard to get done and everything. It's like hard just to concentrate on the one thing when there's a bunch of stuff going on. Probably the way people think of you, but before they what you have is to be in public and you'd be messing about and you'd be hyped up, and some people think your parents don't raise you up, so like think different of you before they meet you.
Getting the balance right, trying to control yourself and not be impulsive which could actually offend other people, and trying to make sure you're not over exaggerating in people's faces, which can be very hard.
Just the anger, like you can just get really angry at just the slightest, tiniest thing. It's unbelievable how it's just the slightest, smallest thing. Like if someone calls you just a random name, you would just get triggered off and just charge for them.
That's the hardest thing about ADHD, is getting angry.
If someone said something to me that annoyed me, I couldn't control the stuff I say back or how I act.
Taking your temper, definitely. Because whenever I'm in my temper, I don't go back out of it for a while.
The only thing that's hard about me having ADHD is the living part. ADHD really is really bad for me because I can't spell or read or anything, and I'm working twice as hard as everyone else.
I couldn't because I didn't get diagnosed till I was late, like till I was in secondary school, but even after that they still don't understand teachers.
Right.
They don't believe you and they think they're just bad parenting and stuff like that there.
Yes, because it's not like being disabled or anything.
It's good. How about ADHD?
Yes, it's not our fault, so it's not our fault that we're born with it, so it must be okay. There's more ups and there's downs.
Because it's kind of part of who you are.
But if I could get rid of part of it, it would be my tempers.
It's like a community.
But you're only saying
It's like a community. Yeah, that's
if you're
nice.
talking about just the difficult bits, then I'd get rid of
Yeah.
that bit. But talking about all
It's
of
like a
it,
gift.
I'd probably keep it.
Isn't it?
Of the Holy Spirit.
Yes and no, because there's a good side and there's a downside of having ADHD. A good side is you're just full of energy, but the bad side is there's bad times where like you can have arguments and everything over and over. You need to take tablets and everything, but once you get it, you get used to it, so it's completely fine and normal to have it. Just there's good and there's bad side of it.
Yes, it's so that to have ADHD. It's just you're the exact same as everybody else, just you have better interests and things than everybody else.
Yeah, and no. It's okay to have ADHD because it's who you are, and I wouldn't want to change that. But it's not okay to have ADHD because of the expectations that people have of you.
It's okay to have ADHD because everyone has problems, but with ADHD it's just a special problem that no one can detect or know about, or they don't know about it, but they also don't know how to go around, to act around you. They have to act around you like you're special.
Some people get stressed of it because you're always hyper and they don't know how to handle it. And they don't realise you have ADHD.
Some people think that when I'm smart. My teacher, she thinks that I don't have ADHD, and what she does, she probably just thinks that my mum and dad are just bad parents because they're like saying I have like something wrong with me, and she thinks that I don't have something wrong with me, and they're just saying it or something like for an excuse so I don't get into trouble.
Something that makes you stupid. That's what all my friends think of me.
They don't really be like normal to me, like, if you know what I mean.
I don't really like care what people think about it because they have like their own opinions, but most of the time they're wrong, so you just like don't listen to them.
No, they don't understand because if you tell someone that you have ADHD, they would normally think that you're always hyper and you would never sit down, you would never be still, but people with ADHD is very creative and have a good imagination as well.
Everyone thinks that someone with ADHD is just a bad person or someone that's out to cause some kind of trouble, or they're cheeky, but that's not the kind of people we are.
Because they just put it as like a naughty child or misbehaving, because they don't know any coping mechanisms for it, so they just put you in a corner and let you deal with it yourself.
Like people who think they know what it is, but it's totally different from what they say. People tend to bully me more just because I'm a bit different.
People that aren't really interested in it would just say, oh, he's a mad child, there's something wrong with him. Whereas people more interested and more intrigued with it would know that that guy's got ADHD, he's got attention deficit hyperactive disorder, you know what I mean? So he's always going to be hyper, he's always going to be active, and he's just going to be on the ball all day. But most people do perceive it as, oh, he's a mad child, you need to get him seen to, take him to the doctor, sort him out. And as some people say, as Keith works upstairs, his auntie said to him, I should bring him around here and I'll sort him out, but obviously it won't because it's always with you, do you know what I mean? Unless the medication's in you, that's the only thing that really does calm you down.
I want to keep my ADHD because to keep my energy.
I would like to keep my ADHD because one, when I'm hyper, everybody starts laughing at me, and if I didn't have ADHD, I don't think it'd be so funny.
If I had a magic wand, I would not get rid of my ADHD because what if I become a teacher whenever I get older and one of the children has ADHD and I can't help them or something?
Don't know, I would keep it for all the energy, and like I wouldn't because I think I could bond better with people, but it's hard, but I think I would rather keep it.
No, I wouldn't get rid of it because it's a part of your personality as well. Like without ADHD, you wouldn't be the same, like you would just be normal like everyone else. You wouldn't be funny, you wouldn't be creative or anything, you would just be plain old boring.
I would keep it because like there's like many like different things you can do while having a ADHD, but when you don't have it then you're not like more different than anyone else.
Everyone else is the same, but you stand out because you're different.
No, because it's who I am, and I don't want to change who I am. It's a part of me that won't change ever. I'll have it for the rest of my life.
No, I wouldn't take it away for anything. That's me.
I'd break it in half. I wouldn't change myself for anyone. I wouldn't want to be changed. I think it's sort of like a blessing, me having ADHD, because it gives me a wee bit more to do. It sort of excels in itself. It lets you do things that other people wouldn't. You think so much more than what other people would, and you've got so much thoughts, so much more ideas than maybe your average person would, and I wouldn't change it.
Mean to me a lot.
Yeah.
Because without it, I don't know how I'd cope, really. It's better than just sitting in the house all day, just doing your actual thing. Freedom! It's changed me in good ways. I mean, this place has helped me stay out of my tempers for a bit longer. Eat pizza. And just cope.
Coming to ADDNI means you're always welcome and you're accepted. I enjoy it because I'm allowed to be myself without being judged, and it's like a place where you can feel whatever emotion you like without getting told off or people saying things or thinking things about you.
Better friends with people. You get to learn more stuff about ADHD, and you get to realise what ADHD is.
The best thing coming here is like taking part in different types of like activities and stuff.
Coming to ADDNI means that I get to play with my friends and learn more about ADHD.
Hashtag it's awesome.
The art club I miss, I still actually miss it because I want to go back. Yeah, I miss that. You get to interact with different people with different special disabilities and like problems, you make new friends, you cheer them up, you make your life easier for them, and you can make real good friends with them. But even though you don't live near them, you can still come here and see them again.
Coming to ADDNI, you can be hyper in a safe place. Coming to ADDNI means getting to do fabulous art.
Because you get to talk to other people with ADHD and you get to share your feelings about ADHD and your opinions.
When you're in here, you can just be yourself, and like you can just be hyper if you want to, because everyone else is gonna be. So you can just be yourself and relax.
Because like you have loads of fun and meet new people and you get to do fun things.
I think it's really fun. And you can like say like stuff that has been going through your head loads. Because everyone is the same as you, because they have the same problem. So like not afraid to tell like what's going on in school and the way what's the problems with the teachers and the way medication is and that stuff.
Because ADDNI helped me see that ADHD isn't just a bad thing. There is good things in ADHD as well.
ADDNI is important to me. It's another home for me to be me, compared to my own house, because there are only two places that I can actually feel comfortable and not actually have to put on a show sometimes. So it is, and I think it really benefits all children, because they do feel the comfort. You see it from walking through the front doors and all their faces. So you can, and that's what people do not get. It is a second home for people with ADHD because there is nowhere else.
The best thing about coming here is I get to learn more about my ADHD. It's good to learn. It's good to learn the truth.
You can be yourself.
Family. So it is. Because we get on like ourselves, the way we would get on at home. You won't, because if there's, if there's like people in the house, your parents are like, oh, you have to behave, you have to be quiet, you have to sit there and be quiet. But with yous, we can be the wild people we are, we can let off steam like we would in our own house, but without friends or family there.
Well, I've been here from 11 or 12, and I was, you know yourself, sir, I was a completely different person back then than what I am now. I was so hyper, so on the move, everything had to be done around me, but now I'm just sort of chilled, it sort of grew on me. Well, I feel coming here that it has been necessary for me to come here because it has changed me. It's been probably one of the biggest benefits I've had in my life coming here. It has changed me as a person, it's changed the way I am, for the good or maybe for the bad that other people see, but I think this place is just fantastic. It is just a lovely place to be. Everybody here is so lovely to get along with. They're all heartfelt as well, and they do look after you.